My name is Kamau, and today I had one job: get milk for chai. I wasn't driving my taxi, I was on a simple mission. My wife sent me to the supermarket. Just get the milk, she said. Easy, right? I walked in, feeling like a responsible adult. The automatic doors groaned open, and I grabbed a cart. Of course, the one with the squeaky, wobbly wheel. I named it Wobbles. We were a team, sort of. The dairy aisle was my goal, but the store was an obstacle course. Slow grandmas, hyper kids, shelf-stocking employees. I tried to be polite, but Wobbles kept veering toward disaster. I gripped the handle, repeating my mantra, just get the milk, Kamau. I could almost taste the chai. The dairy section was in sight, a shining beacon. I just had to get past the snack aisle, no distractions. I was strong. I was focused. I was about to make a huge, embarrassing mistake. All I had to do was get the milk. But with Wobbles, nothing is ever that simple. The adventure was just beginning. I took a deep breath and pushed forward. How hard could it be? Famous last words. I spotted a lady struggling with a cereal box on the top shelf. Hero mode activated. I helped her, feeling like a champ. But when I turned back, Wobbles was gone. I heard the squeak and saw my cart rolling straight for a woman's perfectly stacked vegetable cart. I lunged, but too late. Crash! Eggplant, tomato, spinach, vegetables everywhere. The woman glared at me, silent and terrifying. I stammered apologies, scrambling to pick up her veggies. In my panic, I squished a tomato, red juice everywhere. She just stared, unimpressed. I wanted to disappear. My simple milk run had become a vegetable crime scene. I was the main suspect. I tried to help, but only made things worse. The other shoppers watched, amused or annoyed. I was mortified. Wobbles was a traitor. I was a disaster. I just wanted to get the milk and go home. But the universe had other plans. I took a shaky breath and moved on. Surely nothing else could go wrong. After the veggie fiasco, I focused milk, Kamau milk. But then, avocados on sale, my wife's favorite. I could redeem myself. I reached for one at the bottom of the pile. Rookie mistake. The whole avocado mountain trembled. Suddenly, avocados rolled everywhere, an avalanche. Shoppers stared as I crawled on the floor, chasing runaway fruit. I was the crazy avocado man now. A kind old man chuckled. I tried to smile. Then a teenage employee, Brian, appeared. "Sir, do you need assistance?" he asked, deadpan. "Just admiring the floor," I muttered, stuffing avocados into my bag. Brian shook his head and walked away. I was surrounded by green chaos. My dignity was gone. I finally gathered a few bruised avocados. I was so close to the milk. I just had to survive checkout. What could possibly go wrong? I made it to the express lane. Milk, avocados, stressed chocolate. The woman ahead turned, eyes wide. "Kip and Jeno, the comedian, I love your videos." I froze. My name is Kamau. I am not a comedian. But the whole line was watching, expecting a show. I panicked and played along. "Haha, you got me. Always working on new material." She squealed, "Can I get a selfie?" Suddenly, I was posing for photos. My milk sweated on the conveyor belt. I bumped a bag of gummy bears, sugar everywhere. The cashier, Brenda, deadpanned. "Very funny, Kip." I paid, mortified, and grabbed my bag. The woman waved. "Can't wait for the new video." I nodded and escaped. I was no comedian, just a walking disaster. I just wanted to go home. I had survived the supermarket, or so I thought. I hurried to the exit, praying nothing else would happen. But fate wasn't done with me yet. I burst into the parking lot, free at last. I leaned against my car, heart pounding, bag in hand. I survived the cart, the veggies, the avocados, and mistaken fame. I smiled, ready for chai and peace. I tossed the bag onto the seat. Avocados, chocolate. Something was missing. I stared at the bag. No milk, the one thing I was supposed to buy. I'd survived supermarket chaos, only to forget the milk. I sat in my car and laughed, a wild, helpless laugh. Of course I forgot the milk. I am Kamau, Nairobi's unluckiest, most forgetful taxi driver. Next time I'm sending my wife, or maybe just ordering chai without milk. I started the car, shaking my head. Some missions are just impossible. But at least I had a story to tell.